Peace and love, everyone. Welcome to the channel where we discuss astrology, history, and metaphysics to help you on your path towards enlightenment. And I hope you all are having a good weekend so far. We're heading into this upcoming week, and I want to give you some astrological insight that can help you better prepare on your path to enlightenment. So, let's get started. Oh, before we get started, definitely want to say happy solar return to all my Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. And I know we're in the last degrees of Capricorn. We're about to head into Aquarius. So you guys enjoy the last hours of your time. And let's get right into it. So we have here, we're planning ahead for this week. And we have on Monday, MLK Day. Um, we have a moon in Scorpio, and it's going to be making a few tough, challenging aspects, and that's why we say this day will be an intense day. We'll have the moon making an opposition to Uranus and Taurus, where Uranus doesn't like to be in Taurus. So this is where freedom will be of question. And then we also have the moon in Scorpio making a square to Venus that's now in Aquarius. And the moon in Scorpio is also making a square to Saturn in Aquarius. So this can be overall a challenging day, um, one that's bringing very intense times. And of course, uh, these aspects alone, with the moon and Scorpio, this can bring some high intuition and, high instincts, because this is a time where you're able to have vivid dreams and actually get visions and messages in your dreams. So pay attention to your dreams at this time, or I should say tomorrow night. And again, this is also a time where there's a lot of high right brain activity. So you definitely want to be very attentive to the subtle energies around you at this time. And this is also a period of time where you need there's a strong need for rest, because you have conflicting energies playing out. You have on one end the inner conflict of wanting to uh, contract and just lay back and get more into yourselves, but then on another end you have the impulse to want to do all these different things and activities. So with this moon in Scorpio is waning, is bringing your energy down, and this gives you low physical energy. So this is where you can feel like you're at a standstill. So you definitely want to make sure that um, you are paying attention to this time, because one cycle is coming to an end and another one is coming to a beginning. So just look out for that. Peace of love, JL. I know it's late, but the new schedule, we're gonna be doing Sundays and Wednesdays. It's Wednesday, so um, good to see you. And again, this is a time where a cycle is about to begin. And you might be asking, what cycle is that? And this is the cycle of goal setting that's ending, and the cycle of planning that's beginning, aspirations. This is where your focus and clarity begins to shrink during this time. So, those born under this moon phase, this is a special time for you. Um, this is a special time of karma, and you need to finish up things that you started on and didn't complete from your past lives. So if you check your natal chart and you see that you have a waning moon, or a waning crescent moon, this is actually where you came to complete things from your past life or your previous life. So and the things that you came to complete specifically based off your karma could be dealing with relationships and friendships. So this is for, again, the old souls. You could be coming to a close of relationships, cutting ties, or just letting go to start over all over. So now on this day, Monday, I know a lot of people are going to get the day off, but you want to be as reflective and patient as possible, so you can be more open to receive the downloads that's going to take place for some of you. And again, you can tap into this energy, this right brain energy, listening to some soul music. Okay, this is some music that will heal the soul and help guide you during this time. And of course, you want to definitely confront your hidden emotions, because we're dealing with Scorpio, the moon in Scorpio, and Scorpio is known to have a lot of things deep beneath the surface, so you definitely want to make sure that you deal with those deep hidden emotions. Oh, and definitely you want to make sure that you create a budget ahead of time before you go out and try to use up your resources. Okay, so also with the moon being a Scorpio, make sure that you take some time to relax tomorrow. If you have the day off, don't bring things from the job home. Go ahead and rest and get some exercise in if you can. And of course, like I mentioned earlier, dreams are going to be very strong tomorrow night. And some of you early in the morning. So you definitely want to keep a journal of what you dream about. This could be very uh, inspiring and also informative for what the next move is for you. I know we always ask people for advice or seek counsel or counseling for things that we need in life as far as what to do next, but you can get it from your own self tomorrow. So make sure that you take a pen and pad, put it next to your bed so that you can take notes for tomorrow. And of course, you don't want to you don't want to get lost in all of this. So just remember to be as open as possible and don't be so dogmatic. And you don't want to get surgery for some of you who will try to schedule things tomorrow, get surgery on your reproductive organs or the system because Scorpio rules the sex organs, and you want to make sure you keep it protected under the moon's influence. And don't get in a rut because of your emotions that will be coming from beneath the surface. You're going to be experiencing a lot of different feelings, tomorrow. So, don't beat yourself up, and you definitely don't want to get jealous of others when they seem upbeat and happy. And this energy alone can make you feel what's the right word, controlling. So and with the ruler of Scorpio is Mars and Pluto has a tendency to control. So try to be less controlling tomorrow and don't let your emotions get to the best of you. So this is what we're looking at for Monday. Okay. On Tuesday, this is a personal day that you can take for yourself. And this can go either way. Peace and love, Sandy Burrow. Good to see you. This this is good because we have Mars direct and you have the moon that will actually transit and enter into Sagittarius. And when the moon is there, it's going to make a trine to Jupiter and Aries, and it's going to oppose Mars and Gemini. So this is a personal day. This could go either way. Okay. And you want to make sure that some of the things that you do reflect the karma that you desire to see in the future. So some of your karma will play out as far as certain actions that you take. Um, and some of these things are coming to resurface from your past lives. So just be conscious of that. And again, based on some of the karma that you've already accumulated, some of those relationships are coming to an end tomorrow or pause, and some of you going to start a new cycle. And you're just waiting for that guidance as this cycle closes. So on Tuesday, you're gonna want to make sure that you get with like-minded people. Okay. And since we talk about Sagittarius, don't forget to travel. Whether it's, I know some of you can't do long distance because of your jobs, but you can definitely travel in some degree, or even learn about different countries or cultures. And why don't you just try out some foreign food, exotic foods, experience something different. This is what Sagittarius brings. And if you're thinking about traveling long distances, it's probably best that you try to book a flight now. While tickets might be cheaper during this time for you. So this is a great time to do that. And if you've been feeling like you need more of a um, challenge, this is the time to take on a new challenge. Peace and love, Deb Moore. He said, finally a notification. Yeah, well, I know how this YouTube thing works, but glad to see you. And of course, you want to make sure that you tidy up your house. I know the Sagittarius energy, you want to, be jovial and just be excited, throw the clothes everywhere and just throw the books everywhere, have fun. But this is a day to tidy up. Um, and what else we got here? Well, again, this is a personal day, so you can definitely make sure that you choose to travel and walk instead of riding everything. You want to get the legs moving, okay? Get the blood flowing. And of course, when the moon is in Sagittarius, it's always great to visualize, stretch, and breathe because this is also where you're dealing with true spirituality with the breath. So get some breath work in. Oh, and of course, Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter's in Aries. Aries is about self, and Jupiter also rules expansion. And sometimes you want to expand your throat, okay, the things that you put in your throat and consume. So be careful, don't overeat and overdrink. Um, don't forget to read. It's very important to read on Tuesday. And don't forget to make travel arrangements if you are going to book those flights. Um, and of course, you don't want to overlook important info because Jupiter loves to see the big picture. And sometimes the opposite of Jupiter is Mercury that focuses on the small details. And we can forget that when the moon is in Sagittarius. So, and of course, you can't be foolish enough to take some uncalculated risk. And of course, don't be the hypocrite on this day because you will piss a lot of people off and it will affect your influence. Okay, so on Wednesday, Wednesday is a favorable day. This is a great day. For we got Mercury finally direct. It's been retrograde since December 29th, but it's coming direct. And just because it's direct, it doesn't mean that everything is going to be roses from here on out. Mercury is still dealing with a storm shower on its planet, so things are beginning to clear up. So with Mercury coming direct, we have the moon in Sagittarius. It'll make a trine to Chiron on Wednesday in Aries. The sun in Capricorn will be conjunct Pluto in Capricorn on Wednesday. And then we have the moon in Sagittarius will make a sextile to Venus in Aquarius. So this is a flow, ebb and flow of energy. And you got to go with the flow on this day. It is good for socializing. It is good to look forward to mingling, and if you're thinking about beginning the process of dating or talking to somebody else, this is a chance or opportunity to at least mingle to start the process. um but with this Mercury direct in Capricorn, I know a lot of times we blame Mercury for when it goes retrograde on things falling apart or communication being bad, but things also fall apart when Mercury is direct. Things do go the opposite way when it's direct as well, and that's because Mercury is the trickster. If you think about Loki in um, Marvel, Loki is a trickster and he has a purpose. So you could be dealing with a magi or a trickster on Wednesday. And this could be concerning your relationships. This could be concerning, dealing with relationships. So you want to look, I'm looking at a chart. You want to look at Mercury coming direct. This is where some of you will second guess or doubt yourself, and keep, because when Mercury's in Capricorn, you're going to keep going back and checking the manual, checking the instructions. Let me go check the rules again and see what was the guidelines. This is like if you was all working together, you always want to keep asking the teacher for instructions. Did we do it right? What was the instructions for the project again? That's what this type of energy is like. And so this is where the mind begins to come back into balance when Mercury comes direct, and come back into focus. So with Mercury coming direct, you want to be careful not to let your guard down with this information, um, because you could be again embracing the magi or the trickster. And this is again a good opportunity to go with the flow. So as far as you going out to the gym, you going to a restaurant, the market, a grocery store, whatever you call it, or wherever you go, it's a good time to meet someone new. Okay, or I would say new to you in this life. You might know them from past lives, and you are coming back into contact with them to finish something out. Now, moving ahead to Thursday, this is another favorable day, but this day is special because this is a chance for you to really embody all of these lessons from this cycle that's about to close out, and for you to make a deal with somebody that you respect. And what I mean by that is you could gain a new mentor, you could actually gain a new friendship. So this is an opportunity for that. But first of all, before you do anything with other people, you have to learn the lesson of taking responsibility for your own actions. And that's what this moon in Capricorn, because the moon will enter into Capricorn on this day, and you want to make sure that you take responsibilities for your actions, because at the end of the day it's your karma. And this is where you get an opportunity to mix business and pleasure together, because Capricorn is business oriented, business minded, serious mode, and this is a chance where you can mix both of them together, because Jupiter likes to play, and then you got Saturn on this day, so this is a good chance to do that. And you definitely want to make sure that you make wise, sound financial choices on this day, because Jupiter, on Jupiter's day, Thursday, you love to splurge, okay, and do it big, but you can't do it big on a small budget. So you got to make sure that you plan wisely, um, and you get an opportunity with this Capricorn moon to show your worth to other people, not to try to impress them, but to show them what you bring to the table. So. Um, this is an opportunity for you to solidify your place in your job or whatever field that you find yourself in. So your key to Thursday is to remember that there's more to life than just going to a job, a 9 to 5. Okay, you can't get caught up in that flow of energy. So in order to move forward, some of you will adapt some counterproductive thoughts. And in order to uh, counter that, you need to do constructive activities. Okay. So, of course, on Thursday, this is a favorable day. Jupiter's in Aries. It's all about self. But don't forget to counteract those negative thoughts and them worrisome thoughts. Okay, don't lose sight of your goals, because remember, we're still dealing with Capricorn, the moon in Capricorn. And don't neglect your appearance. I know when Capricorn comes around, we like to use the same clothes over and over, or don't take a shower, things like that. Take care of your hygiene. Actually wear something presentable, and don't lose sight of your goals and neglect your appearance. Don't look messy, from your hair to your skin all the way down. Okay. um, and of course, I gotta say this: don't use a lot of toxic chemicals on your skin, because Saturn rules your skin. Saturn rules Capricorn. Your skin is your largest organ, and so you definitely want to make sure that you take care of your skin, and don't use a lot of toxic chemical products in your home either. Okay, because your skin is your home, so you want to make sure that you take care of these things, and do not be late, because people will get pissed at you for being late, especially when you say you're gonna be early. Um, and of course, with Saturn brings fear. Do not allow fear to stop you on Thursday again, because Thursday is one of the most favorable days of this week, and is going to be very, very favorable. And I can't say it enough. So take advantage of Thursday's energy, and don't try to be somebody that you're not on this day. I know sometimes we have role models and we look up to people to accomplish things, but just be yourself on this day. And of course, on Friday, we have a great day for problem solving, but this is also where the energy kicks in and we want to rest. So the mind finally starts to get clear, and that's when the body continues to slow down. Now, a lot of people told me Happy New Year, Noble, and I appreciate you trying to be kind, but this isn't a new year. When bears go into hibernation, this is the equivalent. They're going to store up energy. So right now, that's what we're actually doing, storing up this energy, and we're ending cycles. So we don't start stuff in the winter. We hibernate in the winter. So we come out again when it's time. And right now, that's what we're doing. And this is where Friday, the sun will enter into Aquarius. Okay. And this is the last day of a cycle, okay, the lunar cycle. So you're going to want to relax, just take it easy, enjoy yourselves, and think about the plan for ahead. Now, you already got your goals in place based off of this last month. Now it's time to plan for those goals with the sun entering into Aquarius. And then on Saturday, this is where it's more reflective. We got a new moon, okay, and we have Saturn. The date Saturn is actually going to be moving shortly, but uh, on Saturday we have the new moon in Aquarius. Okay, we have new beginnings. Okay, so during new beginnings, this is just like a new birth. Okay, so try to get more into a childlike state. Children are pure, so you got to have like a pure heart, pure mind, pure thoughts. And new moons is generally where we like to recharge with the sun or reset with the sun. So when the moon returns to the sun, this is like it's getting new directives from the sun. The sun represents the purpose, your mission in life. This is where we're resetting our focus to get back in tune with our mission. And this is also where when the moon and the sun come together and are conjunct, this is where you get a lot of energy, so much energy. It's a huge amount of energy that a lot of times with the physical eyes, we can't see how powerful this is. Yet we can feel this type of experience. And if we're so busy, we might miss the benefits of this experience. So um, this is a time that you need to slow down because you're getting directives, and you need to definitely meditate and get in tune with nature on Saturday. And let me give you another tip that will actually help you with your karma. Fasting on Saturdays will actually help you with your karma and Saturn. So you definitely want to look into fasting on Saturdays, and then also this Saturday is a huge reset, recharge with the sun. So the sun is a dark being; it exudes light. So get in the darkness so you can exude much light within yourself. Now, this is a time to embrace the darkness. Okay, all right, and I know that we have this negative connotation or this dogmatic mindset about darkness on the Western hemisphere, but the darkness is what we see every night when we rest. When you close your eyes in a room full of darkness and you open them in a room full of darkness, it's the same. So embrace the darkness, and this is actually where we're getting closer to the cosmos. So for my old souls, this week will be a great week for you. The challenging day comes in Monday, but the rest of the week will be a, I would say, overall great week. And of course, Saturday is a close, or Friday is a close of a cycle, and Saturday is the beginning of a new cycle. So if you want to be in tune with nature, this is a time to do that as we get prepared for the lunar new year, okay, according to the Chinese zodiac. But that's something completely different. So I hope this was able to help you all for your weekly forecast and planning ahead, so you know how to respond to things that's happening in the cosmos as it affects things that's happening down here. Um, and of course, with you knowing what will happen, you have no excuses. So now that you know what's going to take place, you have an opportunity to be a co-creator with the universe. So hope you all enjoy the rest of your night and enjoy the rest of your week. I'll see you all in the next live. Peace and much love. Hotep.